Hi, you guys, and welcome to Nosy Bystanders Live. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. I'm shocked. I'm actually surprised at myself. I'm a little more surprised at myself than usual that I'm here on a Saturday. But we got a couple of stories I want to get to. So, briefly, I want to talk about Cora Jakes, right? I wanted to spend a little time talking about her because you guys know that, and Larry Reed announced it, that Cora Jakes had finally let Michelle talk to her son and allow her son Jason to talk to his siblings because he's got a gang of them, so he should be able to talk to them. So I want to talk about that. And then I want to get to this viral story that has been pumping all over TikTok. If you haven't seen it, don't worry, we're gonna watch it here. I just found out about it like 10 minutes ago, so I had to change the graphics on today's show because I want to talk about this because this is insane. But first, before we get to all of that, I want to see who's up all in the building. Who all up in here? Okay, who all up in here? Because it's a lot of you. All right, happy Saturday. All right, let's get into it. One moment. Hello, Sheree. Hello, Ayana. Hello, Rashida. Hello, DL. Hello, Taurus Season. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Mimi. Hello, Unicorn and Dimples. Hello, Amber. Hello, Wineby. Hello, Tambrim. Tambrim. That's a new one. Hello, AC. Hello, Cami. Hello, Burnett. Hello, Ms. Harper. Hello, Cami on the go. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Melody. What's up, Monique? This is me saying hola. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Tanisha. Hello, Yo. Hello, Daniel, all the way from Facebook. Welcome. Hello, Tree Tips. Hello, Mrs. Blue. Hello, Beavers. Hello, Sassy Brown. Hello, April. Hello, Tamika. Hello, Naisha. Oh, we have somebody else from Facebook. Oh, we have two. What's up, Watson? Sherlock says, "Hey, Chief. Hey, Nosy family. Hey, how you doing?" Hello, Libra. Hello, Coco. Hello, Jocelyn. How you doing? Also from Facebook. Welcome, because Facebook, y'all the messiest, so y'all need to be here every night. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but y'all the messy. Y'all are the Waffle House of the internet. Let's keep it a stack. You are. Okay. We love that though, right? We love that. Y'all are the Waffle House of the internet. So we like that. What's up? Faith can move mountains. Hello, Mrs. Strength. Hello, Wu Chow. Hello, Dion. Hello, is it Rashawn? Rashawn? Hello, Rashawn. Hello, Risa. Hello, April. Hello, Mandersley. Hello, Statement 92. Ooh, all y'all sliding in the building. Don't be late. Hello, Laddie. Hello, Mrs. Chow. Hello, Libra Confessions. Hello, B. Ashlyn. How you doing today? Hello, Kedra. Hello, YV. She said, "Yeah, yeah, you know. What's up, Ro Thomas? Hello, Joycelyn. How you doing today? What's up, Krishan? This is for once. It says, as long as I receive notifications, I'm here. Okay, and thank you. Set your notifications up. However, y'all do that on any app, set those up. Okay, so I want to talk about that because I feel like we should give a little bit more credence to Core Jakes, right? So if you guys didn't know, sometime last week or week before last, Core Jakes actually allowed Michelle Loud to talk to her son Jason. So that's really good. That's a good step forward for Cora, even though she blocked us on all social media, that's still a good. I have nothing to do with her and Michelle, right? I'm just a mediator when it comes to telling the story. But I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just give her flowers. Now, she's not going to unblock us. But it's nice to know that she's out here being a halfway decent mother to these children and allowing them, especially adoptive ones, allowing them to speak to their siblings. Now, we all know that her daughter, I forget her name, is also adopted. So, and I'm not sure if her daughter has children or has siblings. So I have no idea if her daughter has siblings, but if she does, I hope that if the parents are attempting to get in contact with her, that Chorus allows this, extends that grace she gave to Michelle Amari, to Amari's folks, right? Because again, we don't really know where she came from. In that interview, when I sit down and ask Brandon how they got Amari, he said, which I don't believe him, and that's okay, right? I believe a good chunk of his story, but this portion of it I don't believe. If you go back and listen to the interview, the Court Jakes or the Brandon Coleman interviews, you'll know that he did state that they got Amari through legal adoption. Now we know that's to not be true for a number of reasons. One, Core Jakes could not pass a psych evaluation, which is the kind of the hindrance as to why they couldn't get a child through an adoption network. So again, I have no idea where they got Amari. but it's probably not through the adoption network. It's probably through like a private adoptions, or coercion, who knows, allegedly. So we don't know. We don't know. He did state that they got her through an adoption agency, but I'd be hard pressed to believe that, right? I'd be hard pressed to believe that portion. I just don't. There's just some portion of that story I don't believe. Now I understand that he is incarcerated. He did get his bond lowered. So y'all, Brandon might be out before. If you guys didn't know this, he did. He got his bond lowered, so he might be out before Christmas. Okay, he might be out before Christmas. Brandon is. Oh, I see your question here. Sissy said, "Who is Brandon?" Brandon is her ex-husband. What's up, Lisa Frost? How you doing today? Says hello, Chief Nosy and the nosy chat, the nosy chat, nosy gang, nosy fam, nosy cousins. We nosy, okay? What's up, Anastasia? Yeah, this is from speaking from the purple couch. Says in his mind he probably thinks it was legit. Could be, it could be. It's hard to tell, but I don't know. With that, there's so many secrets swirling in that family. You just never know the truth. This from Wu Chow says, I thought her mom went to the Potter's house and ended up being deported. They kept Amari. Yeah, yeah, but we don't know if she made her way back. Allegedly, we don't really know. I don't know if there was more children. I don't know. The buck kind of stopped there on the whole story with Cora. So I'm not entirely sure. Like, Cora says that Cora did a number of live streams on her Instagram a couple of years ago and said that Amari knows her real name, and has met her family. But according to other people who I had interviewed, Cora was telling all kinds of wild tales about Amari, saying that her family was cartel family, that her family was in the mafia, Mexican mafia, all kinds of wild tales. And nobody really knows what the true story is. So yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with Cora. She's so rife full of lies. You just can't never get the truth out. This from Tamira says, did she admit to stealing that lady's baby? No, she never did. She never did admit to stealing that woman's child. She also never said anything about stealing the woman's child. But again, Cora has mental health disorders, severe ones. Okay. So the truth, like her daddy said, this is what TD Jake said. You a lie and the truth ain't in you. Hey, I remember that till this day. I remember him saying in a sermon years ago, but she a lie and the truth ain't in her, allegedly. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Tamira. Allegedly, right? So we never know. Hello to all the late in words coming in. We see y'all. This from Esther. Esther says, I thought Cora was sending the kids back. That's what she said in one of the voice. So if you guys don't know, I do have all the voicemails Cora sent Brandon. I have not released them. Okay. And they're a doozy. They're a doozy. And yes, it's not alleged. And one of the voice, and it's not alleged. And the reason why I say it's not alleged is because she's saying it, right? So I can confidently say that. In one of the voice messages, she told Brandon, I'll just say allegedly, just to protect myself, that she didn't want to do. How did she word it? She worded it in a very weird way, like, before the kids, it was me and you, and we can go back to that, which to me indicates we can just send these kids back. Okay, that's what it indicated to me. That's what it indicated to me. That's what it indicated to me. Before the kids, it was me and you. Don't. What did she say? Don't throw 12 years away, because at the time they were married for 12 years. So she said, before the kids, it was me and you. She also stated that in the voicemail. What did she say? This is trauma's fault, is what she said. She said, it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's trauma's fault. And then she said that I believe Amari's having a psychotic episode, indicating that Amari has psychological disorders, which I never heard of. But apparently Cora knows more than I know. What else did she say in those voicemails, those voice notes? Hold on. Some of them, the audio are really bad on them, but some aren't. Some are pretty clear. Let me see if I can hear them. Which one is it? Is it this one? Hold on. I got to listen to it. Yeah, I have all of them. It's so hard to hear this one. I'll have to transcode it. I'll have to transcode it and enter in captions. I can hear it, but you may not be able to make it out. That's what she said. She said something is going on with Amari. This is not our daughter. Something's happening to her. Something's not right. She said, I don't think that's something that's not right. She made this call. Okay, so this voice note, and I think I have it again. I think. I think I got it twice. Is this it? No. Is this it?
You ready?
Yes. She said, "You don't care to talk to me?" That's right. That's when this was made. So the night that he was accused, when the allegations happened on Sunday, the August 13th, he left the house and Cora left him this voicemail. I also got the one from Sarita. Yes, honey, I got the one from Sarita. I got the one, and I got the one from Sarah.
I want you to be. And I want you to think about it.
She said, I want you to think about this.
Please call me back.
She said, please call me back. Ooh, child. Ooh. Ooh, child. Ooh, I'm gonna have to y'all. If y'all want it, you got to give me like a couple days. I'll transcode it for you. It's a mess, honey. It's a mess. Um, oof. Ooh, it's a mess. Hold on one second. I think I also. Where is it? Hold on. Let me look this up because I want to look at. I want to look at it myself because I'm nosy myself. Where is it? There it is. Okay, here it is. I did transcode it. She says, this is not allegedly, this is from her. She said Amari could be having a psychotic episode. I had to get her out. So please call me Brandon. I'm scared. You can't let me go through this alone. Please pick up the phone. I told you I'd be back. Brandon, please. 12 years, baby. Please. Not like this. It can't end like this. Please talk to me. I know you are devastated. I know I am too. This is unbelievable, but no matter what, we have to talk and I promise I will listen. Please just tell me she's She said tell me she's a liar. Tell me I was right that she was a liar. She's talking about her child. I don't know if y'all heard. Let me repeat myself. She said, "Tell me she's a liar. Tell me I was right that she's a liar. Tell me she can't take the family. Telling me she can't take the family, so she's trying to get herself removed from the family. Tell me anything but your silence. Your silence scares me. Your silence makes me scared." Mm. Mm. I'm just saying. Right. How you gonna call the baby a liar? Okay. Well, that's all I got for Cora. So, but she is letting Michelle talk to Jason, which is great. And hopefully they continue that relationship and that bond. And then Michelle can get her child back. Wow. I don't know why she would say that. Ask Cora. She didn't block me, so I can't ask her myself. I can't ask her myself. This from said what the what? This is from Laddie London says, they already divorced. This was the night Brandon was accused. This is the night of these messages were sent. They were sent the night he was accused. They were still married, honey, in the same house. Ooh, child, indeed. Mm. Y'all, that's all y'all. It's a mess. It's the letting YNV Sheridan. YNV said, wow, those kids aren't nothing but tropes to make up a pretty picture. Give those kids back to their mamas and get them therapy. Mm-hmm. Sounds like it. Allegedly, I don't know. I don't know. Let me call your baby a liar. I'm just saying. Shit. It's from Anders Place says, Cora more worried about keeping her man than figuring out what her daughter's going through. Y'all, I got nothing to say on that. Child. I mean, nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? Cora's not perfect. This is what I'm gonna say about Cora for now, right? Until more stuff comes out. Here's what I'm gonna say about her. Her parents failed her, right? They did fail her. Cora, in my personal opinion, not legal opinion, not clinical psychologist opinion, because I'm not one, but in my opinion about Cora is that TD and Sarita failed her. I think Cora has intense intense psychological deficiencies, and they're trying to parade her like she's normal, and there's nothing wrong with being abnormal, right? There is absolutely nothing wrong with being abnormal or counter to the norm, and they've been parading her around like she's normal, and she's not. She's really not normal. She doesn't even look normal. And so I think that them parading her around, which is good, so you should encourage your kids to feel themselves, but they didn't encourage Cora to feel herself. They gave her pseudo religion and no guidance. So it was just a failure on all parts. And then she became this beast that was untamable. So she just went apart life, just being a crazy person, in my opinion, in my personal opinion. Just being a crazy with too much money and no guidance. And that's her biggest failure. The TD and Sarita Jakes' biggest failure to Cora is giving her access to too much money with no direction. That's it. Money can be quite dangerous when you don't have the right structure in order to maintain it. So she was out just doing all kinds of stuff, like, yeah. So that's my take on Cora. That is my take on Cora. It is. It is. So I wanted to get into this story. Now, this is the second half of our live stream today, because, honey, this story is wild. Okay, so I found out about this story just sliding through the TikTok streets as one does on Saturday, and I'll slide through the TikTok streets, and this story came about. So I want to get into this story because just like our last story time, here come another one. Okay, I'm gonna just preface this by saying, well, there's no TWs. It's just TW if you love hair. Okay, let me just hit play.
Because my kid thinks it's more important to be pretty than educated. Because my kid thinks it's more important to be pretty than educated. More important to be a follow body than a leader, right? Okay. I'm not a parent who likes to use physical discipline. Come here, you gotta learn today, girl. No physical discipline. Mom, don't mom me. No. You had your warning, you had your chance. I told you to listen. I told you stop disobeying my rules. I told you being cute ain't shit if you have no education. I told you stop disobeying me. I told you to listen and do as you're supposed to. I told you to do good in school. I told you to do your daily routine, and you yet to even do any of it. And you thought you were disobeying me today, and I was not coming to cut this hair off. You're sadly mistaken because you thought being pretty was so much better than being educated or listening to your mom, right? Yes, this is what happens when you don't listen to your mom. The crazy thing is today I had to do something that I really didn't want to do, but I had to do to teach my child a lesson. We try to be better than our parents, and I try really hard to be the best mother that I can be. And for the most part, I know I'm doing a fantastic job. We try to be better than our parents and learn different ways and try to do better. Like, for instance, I'm not a parent who likes to use physical discipline. I find other ways like writing lines, grounding, times tables, chores. Like, there's a lot of different things that I've been using, but my daughter's been acting out lately and thinking that being pretty is better than being educated, following other people is better than being a leader. And I've tried so much with her and I've been working on her so much that today I had to.
Let me just pause her right. Yes, she did. Yes, she did, honey. And no, it was not a skit. It was not. This one, Cammy says she sounds like she's jealous of her daughter. This is from Amanda says, have y'all heard of the pretty girls movement in grade school? Y'all, it's sad. Yeah. This is from Burnett says, she didn't even try hard enough. She did not. And then you recorded it. That's the takeaway for me. Okay, so let me tell you, the takeaway for me is recording it. So how can you be a good mom, or how can you claim to be a good mom and you're recording it? So you immediately went to the defense of um humiliating your child. Like, that was your first defense. Like, let me humiliate her, because you could have just did it, and she could have went to school and just said she got a really cool haircut, tried to play it off. But you recorded it, then you put it on social media, then you turned the comments off. Like, that's mean. So you didn't want, so if you're such this good mom, right? Because teaching requires learning. You didn't even want to hear what people had to say in the comment section. You didn't care to hear what anybody had to say in the comment section, because you're a good mom trying to be better than your mom. I would like to meet your mom. I would like to meet your mom and tell, let me compare the two. Did your mama cut you bald when you was, school age 16, 15, 16? I want to meet your mama. I want to know what you comparing that to. Because if this is a comparison to you and your mother, bring the grandma forward. Bring the granny forward. Bring her forward, because I have questions. I have a lot of questions. I have a ton of questions. But let me get back into this video.
Do something that broke my heart and I had to cut off her hair because being pretty is not better than being educated. Being pretty ain't shit if you're uneducated. Being pretty doesn't mean shit if you have no respect, you have no manners, you have no class, you have no morals, you're not representing yourself in a proper manner, having an attitude and acting like you're a boss bitch. That doesn't mean nothing.
Let me just cut her off one more time. Okay. Now, be in mind, you didn't just get this baby, right? This child, you didn't get her like in a package like a Barbie. You raised her. So if she's ignorant, disrespectful, and this and that, that's a reflection of you, not any stranger in the mist. That is a reflection of you, ma'am. That's a reflection of you. Am I wrong? I want to hear in the chat. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Is her daughter not a reflection of her? Is her mama not a reflection of her? I want to hear from you guys. Tell me, am I wrong? Is her daughter a reflection of her? Because you had about 15, 16 years. What you doing? Quickly. What are you doing, ma'am? You had 16 years. You still got about 15 more. Right? So your daughter's like a full grown age woman, where she like starts to lean onto her own understandings and starts to guide herself. You still got about at least a 10. She got a little 10 more years, right? Of rearing to go. Cause I'm gonna let me get some of your comments. I know the comments are going. This from Shirley. Hey Shirley. You all listen. If y'all don't have a Shirley in your comment sections or in your life, you need one because the name Shirley, honey, is just going to get you every time. Shirley says, I understand her trying to make a point, but doing that on the internet is not good. So who does she think she's helping? Child, I don't know. And that's a great question, Shirley. This from Erica. Erica says, now someone needs to cut her hair off. This from Laddie says, pretty girl as well as mean girl movement. This is from PSY Nunya says, woo. That just gave me a serious shock of anxiety, literally. Mandersley says, publicly embarrassing your child is the answer. Was the answer? Child. This is from the Journey. Journey says, don't mess with the hair, darn. This is from Lashara. I hope I'm saying that right. Says, she was destroyed. She just destroyed her self-esteem, and she should have gotten to the root of the problem. Exactly. Like why? And then you put it on your social media. Like who was that supposed to help? I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out who that's supposed to help. Who was that supposed to help? Who? Whom? Whom? This from Bodala says, parenting shouldn't be for validation or views. That's correct. It's from Jerica says, hey, just got into it. What are we talking about? This video, this viral video here. This from Laddie. Laddie says, please don't come for me. But judges has ordered you to stand with a sign on the street stating their charge. I remember that story. This is from YMV says it's so triggering because I know that firsthand. She's projecting. Absolutely. Z says, what happened to taking kids? I want to know too. Z, what happened to just taking her phone? What happened to just taking her phone? I'm trying to figure out how she got 100,000 followers on any social media at all. This from Melanie says, cutting her hair was to prove what? Great question. Let's get back into the video. Hold on, let me get to one more comment. Tamira says, and then she gonna be screaming and crying when her child gets bullied.
If you have no brain to back it up, you have no heart to back that up. And I'm trying to install that into my children because in this day and age, it falls back on us parents. We got to put in the work to make sure that these kids have and need all the necessities. And that's just not clothing and food. That's also an education. That's also knowing right from wrong and being a good person in society. And I'm trying to bestow this into my children because I told myself that even though I had a very good upbringing, my mom was a very good mom, I still wanted to do 10 times better. My mom did physical discipline. I chose not to do physical discipline because for me as a kid, like, yeah, I was bad and I may have deserved certain things, but I just chose not to do that as a parent. I use other forms. And sometimes when those forms don't work, we got to use different forms of discipline. So today, even though it broke my heart to cut off my daughter's beautiful hair, I chopped it right off because she needs to learn to stop following other people, have her own mind, have her own brain, have her own ambitions and goals in life. She needs to learn that being pretty is nothing compared to having an education and being a beautiful young lady with class and morals, respect, manners, and goals.
My question is, how's she gonna be beautiful? You didn't lopped all her. She needs to, this is the mom. This is the mom. She needs to understand that being a young lady means to be beautiful and have class and more. She gonna do that? Confidence comes in your hair. Self-confidence for some women comes in their hair. You know what I mean? Not me, because I could care less about my hair. I don't want it to fall out, but I'm not like I don't think my beauty's tied in my hair. I know I'm pretty. So my beauty is built in, right? Does that make sense? So I don't need, and that came with age, right? Like obviously when I was younger, I didn't know that. But when I got older, I did. But for children, young women, impressionable young women, their beauty is in their hair. And you stole it from her, and then you're telling her, now go be pretty. What? How's she gonna do that?
We have to do better as parents. We got to put in the work, and I'm definitely doing it. Even though it broke my heart, I know I'm doing the best that I can as a single parent, and I know that I'm doing the most, like a lot. And I make sure my kids have above and then some more. So we need to do better as parents, even if it takes us doing drastic things like this.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if any of you go out here taking advice from her, don't come back here. Do not do this to your children. This is public humiliation, right? She might as well tar and feather her. This is some of the worst parental advice I've ever heard. So someone in the comments asked, what happened to taking their mobile phone and devices? And now I want to play this video.
Hi. Do you feel traumatized?
No.
Do you feel like I abused you?
No.
Do you feel like this form of discipline was a lot better than any other form of discipline, like physical abuse that I could have used?
Yes.
You know I love you, right?
Yes.
You know I got your back, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm doing right now is to make you a better person, right?
Yes.
How many times have I spoken to you about this?
A lot of times.
How many times have your teachers called me?
Multiple times.
How many times have you not handed in homework?
A few times.
How many times have you not listened? How many times have I told you when you're grounded not to do certain things and you're still doing them?
A lot of times.
Right. A lot of times, right? And I've been speaking to you about this for how long?
A year.
So today when I did what I did by cutting off your hair, you understand why I did it, right?
Yeah.
And you're learning from it, right?
Yeah.
And what did you learn?
I learned not to disrespect you and to listen to you.
And also?
And to do my homework.
Because school comes first, right?
Yeah.
And if you have no education, then you have nothing, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not listening in class and you're not behaving and you're not listening to your teachers and you're not handing in your schoolwork, do you deserve to have extensions in your hair?
No.
Do you deserve to have the latest styles in your hair?
No.
Do you deserve to have nails in your hair?
No.
Your hair will grow back, right?
Yeah.
You can wear wigs, right?
Yeah.
I can add extensions back, right?
Yeah.
So you know what I did. I did out of love, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason why I posted was because of what? You think that these Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and Roblox is your life. I didn't embarrass you. You embarrassed yourself, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. My kid's not abused. My kid isn't upset. My kid knows this is a learning.
I caught that too. I am shocked. You're humiliating your child. And then you go put her on camera after you cut her hair. And then make her answer questions to a bunch of strangers. Ma'am, are you sick? Are you sick? And then you make your daughter answer questions to a bunch of random strangers on the internet. They should take her page. TikTok should take her whole page down. not call the kids. Y'all said call child. This from Brown Delight says, now I only agree with her about her education is first. Her priorities have to be aligned. Yeah, but children are like Play-Doh. They only learn from what they see. So if your child is not turning in their homework, instead of lomping her hair off, maybe maybe consider every day when she comes home from school asking her if she has homework and asking her when it's due. Or here's a thought, maybe make your daughter a calendar that sits somewhere in the public view for you to review it and be like, hey, this assignment's due Thursday. It needs to be turned in Thursday. So your daughter doesn't have to continuously feel like you're putting checks and balances on her. Once you get rid of the checks and balances, your daughter's going to be in a rhythm of getting her work done. Or, I don't know, here's a thought that most parents used to do in the early 2000s and the 90s, taking your kid on tours to colleges and telling her, hey, you could get into this school, but you got to get your work done. That's usually what parents did. That's what they did. When I was in high school, I went to 4 different university tours. And like, oh, I really want to get to this school. I want to get to this school. I want to get to this school. I ended up going all the way to Chicago, but that's what they do. It's an encouragement. Like, look at all these college kids. You can join all these, you could join a sorority, you could join a fraternity, you could join, some sort of Greek life event. You could join like, this club or debate. Look at all of this. Look at the freedom these kids have because they have worked really hard to get here. That is encouragement. This what she did is what she did. That's not how you encourage your child to want to do more. She just chose to just traumatize her. And now your daughter's going to have a video all across the internet of people watching her get her hair lopped off, right? This is from Mrs. Blue says, send a planner to the school with her. Exactly. How hard was that? She's not. The great question, Cammy. She's not. How is she supposed to be confident in school after all of this? She won't be. If this happened on the weekend, this happened a day ago. So she's got to go to school on Monday and look like this. Or if it's Christmas break, she better hope some of her hair comes back before the spring. This from BM says, done triggered my PTSD. I've decided to not invite my mom for the holidays. This from Shirley. What's up, Shirley? Shirley says she traumatized that young lady. She is scared to death. How educated is the mother? Next, she'll be beating her. Exactly. She said, I don't, but she will. Because what's stopping you? Let's get back into this video.
Experience and process. She knows. I never abused my kid. I'm not harming my kid. I'm not even a fucking parent who wants to physically abuse her kid or discipline her kid. This took a lot for me to even do. And I've been talking to her for a whole year about her grades, about listening in class, about not using the phone, all of this stuff. And I actually don't answer to any of you and don't have to explain shit to any of you. This kid right here is letting you know that she knows I did it out of love. And after trying so many different things with her, yes, she got her fair warning. I was going to cut it off and I was going to post it because she's embarrassing herself. This is not about embarrassment. It's so she understands and gets that in this world, these apps, this generation is bullshit. And I, as her parent, am going to do much better in guiding her and making sure she becomes a beautiful, decent young lady. Duh. So cool.
Duh. Okay, let me read the comment. The comment says that child hates you. And when she goes no contact with you, it's going to be your fault. One more time, take the filter off. You're a failure. I couldn't agree more.
Do you hate me?
No.
Why is TikTok saying that you hate me? That you're traumatized? Yo, you guys don't know the bond me and this kid have, eh? You guys don't know. So understand that my kid knows I love her. I did it out of love. I stood on my word as a parent. Cool girl, cool girl. When your mom's a personal hairstylist, her hair will be fixed up in a matter of time. Bo. Is TikTok okay? Can, they think you're some type of like victim or something. Like they don't understand
I'm
that
not.
it's really this easy to put a wig on. Like
It's so pretty.
you learned your lesson. Like the lesson was learned, no?
Yeah.
And I warned you before I even put it on TikTok that if you continue with this behavior, because you like the app so much, that I'm gonna cut your hair off, record it, and post it. I
Yeah.
told you this from 3 months ago, and I've been telling you every week, right?
Yeah.
So this didn't come as a real shock to you. You were just shocked that I actually finally did it, right?
Yeah.
You're not hurt. You're not.
I'm not hurt.
What the hell's wrong with these people? Like, you guys, this is my baby. This is me. This is me right here. So yes, she had to learn a hard lesson today because being pretty is not shit. Education comes first. Because you can be pretty all you want in life. Nobody is gonna sit here and love you just because you're pretty and want to be with you just because you're pretty. No, you need the education. Being pretty is not going to get you nowhere in the job field. I want her to graduate college. I want her to become something and be something. I own my own business, and this kid is going to have to be able to take part of that business. You can't do that with no education. So what I'm doing to and for my child is definitely for her better, and it is installing strength into my child. My child is not a victim. She doesn't have a victim mentality. She's not a suicidal child, so y'all need to noise it with that shit. My kid is good. Are you not spoiled? Is that not part of the big problem? Because I
Yeah.
spoiled you so much. I had to take away shoes, clothes, everything. No, ground mints are gonna be real from now on. This is some real shit. I love you, kid.
She a mess. She a mess. She's a mess. She is a hot mess. This is from Miriam says, help you parent. Why we don't need to see this is so yeah. It's crazy. DC says that lady is no better than a child herself by doing that and posting it. I mean, she's the worst. This from Dr. Jones. This is Dr. Jones says, so why cut it off if you're gonna just fix it right after? I'm confused. So it's not what, and that's a great question, right? Because she says she asked her daughter in this video, it's not that you're not spoiled, you're spoiled. That's my problem. I spoil you too much. That means that when the mother says something, she doesn't stick with it. Does that make sense? Like the mother says, okay, I'm going to take your phone away and takes it away for like 20 minutes and hands it back to her daughter. Does that make sense? So I feel like this is more of the mother saying, I stuck to my guns. I finally said something and I'm going to do it. And I did it. I think this is more about the mom than about the child. Because if your daughter, if you have issues with how much you spoil her and you're not putting your foot down, then maybe it's you who needs to put their foot down. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're not putting your foot down. So instead of just doing the things, the normal things, turning off the Wi-Fi, taking the cell phone, telling her she can't go out, disabling TikTok on her phone and other things, maybe stick to those because, oh, they didn't work. No, they didn't work because you didn't allow them to work. They didn't work because you didn't allow them to work. So instead of you allowing them to work, you went off the deep end and did the most extreme thing that was on your list. That should have been the last thing you should have thought about doing. That's exactly what it sounds like. This from Tamira says, so you cut her hair off for your failures? I can't. That's what it's starting to sound like. It's starting to sound like the mom cut her hair off because the mom couldn't stick to her own guns. You know what I mean? Like she didn't stick to her own guns. She just, oh, it's so hard. I give her phone, but I feel so bad, so I give it back to her. So then keep it. Instead of taking it for 10 minutes, maybe take her phone for a week until she shows that all her homework's done. Maybe take those new jeans away from her that she wanted to wear on Monday for a week, right? Until she gets all her work done and her chores done. But you cut off you lomp off all of her hair. She ain't gonna learn nothing after that. You obviously have an issue with keeping your foot down. That's what it sounds like, said Facts. Yeah. This is from Kinks Galore says, most moms are bullies and jealous of their daughters. That's the real conversation we should be having. That's the real conversation we need to have. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Moms, a good chunk of them, are actually jealous of their daughters. They're jealous of their daughters' youth, their bodies, the fact that some young girls, not girls, but young women, right, in their early 20s, date older men in their age bracket and they can't get them. You know what I mean? They are. They're very much jealous of them. And sometimes, in the rare instances, sometimes the moms don't like their daughters because they look just like their baby fathers. You think I'm joking? I'm not. I'm not. I am not joking. I am not. I would never joke about that. That is real. There are women who dislike their daughters because they look like their baby fathers to the T. I remember one time, this is a side story, but I remember one time I was on the city bus. It was back in the day when I used to ride the bus. Ride the bus. And I saw this woman. She was on the bus. She had two kids with her. One was a light skinned kid, one was a dark skinned kid, and the dark skinned kid was dressed so they were roughly around the same age, so like maybe 4 and 5. The dark skinned kid was dressed so cute, like head to toe, dressed fresh. The light skinned kid was wearing one sock, two sneakers. Sneakers were gross, busted, and disgusted. He had dirt. His clothes were dirty. His jeans were dirty. He was just a dirty kid. And when I remember I was on the bus with my mom, and my mom was like, "You see that?" And she showed it to me, and I looked, and and the mom was with two kids, the dark skinned kid and the light skinned kid. My mom says she treats the light skinned kid like that because he looked just like his father. That's why she treat him like that. She treat him like dirt. It was the craziest thing I ever seen. I was like, "Moms," and in my head, I'm thinking, "Moms really do that?" That's they do. They will favor one child over the other if it's not through jealousy, it's because they be looking just like their baby daddy, and and every time she see that baby, it's a reflection of that man that left her. I'm telling y'all. Okay, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. They do. They do. No, it's not true for you, Tamira. So there's a difference, right? That's not true for you, but it's not everyone. Remember, your life is not the same as everyone else's, and you are not 8 billion people on the planet. So how you act with your kids is not a reflection of other people. So when you say it's not true, I have two, 12 and 11, I'd give my life for them. That's you. But not every mom could say the same thing. Okay. So remember, you got to take yourself outside of the situation so you can actually observe it. If you put yourself in every situation, you'd never become an objective observer ever. So you always have to do that. And that's just with everything, right? You just got to take yourself out the situation, be like, okay, what am I looking at? Versus, well, what would I do? Don't think about yourself that way. Think about what is happening in front of me. What am I witnessing? Not what would I do in that instance. What am I witnessing? That is the only way to analyze anything. If you analyze everything from first person perspective instead of third person, you'll always have a very skewed opinion about most things in life. And that's just advice to you. This from Eunice. Eunice says, "I have 5 daughters, and I would do anything for my daughters. I am not jealous of my daughters." That's good, but again, this is not you. This is them. Okay, I should keep that clear, you guys. It's not about you guys. This is about this raggedy mama. This from Nanette. Nanette said, "I was going to say the same thing. Her daughter is getting the attention that she isn't." It's from Laddie. Laddie says, "I have a child who looks just like my ex fiance. It never crossed my mind, but I hear this a lot." You'd be shocked. It's subconscious. And sometimes the moms don't even realize they're doing it in the subconscious, right? They don't realize why they treat one kid bad and one really, really good. They don't even realize it, but it is. It's Freudian, and it is it's the subconscious, right? It's a mess. This from PSY says, "Moms will even treat their kids that resemble them like trash. And when parents don't enter the healing, it's a disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. It is. It's a recipe for disaster." Completely. This one KP says, "I can't stand when some women do that. How are you going to take it out on your child because of the dad? You chose that loser, not the it'd be like that sometimes, okay? That's all the best answer I got for you. It'd be like that sometimes. They treat their kids like that. Again, it's the subconscious. It's the subconscious. It's the subconscious. She's a hit dogs or holler, y'all mad. Who's y'all? This from Greer. Greer says, "That's so sad. How can you be jealous if someone you made?" Please ask Sigmund Freud. This is his theory. Most clinical psychologists don't listen to a whole lot of his other theories, but they do listen to his theory on mothers and child relationships and his theory of ego and the subconscious. But everything else he said was a load of crap. But those two people really pretty much ran with. So yeah, his theory on children, it's true. Most of it turns out to be true. Um, yeah. This from Burnett says, some people just aren't meant to be parents. That's true. That is true. It's really sad. Jerica says, "Smash that like button, y'all. Don't be ignorant. Smash the like button. Don't I give y'all quality television on a Saturday night? Y'all know y'all ain't got nothing else to do. She's got more videos, but y'all know you ain't got nothing else to go and smash that like button. Do it on your way in or your way out. Treat it like that liquor you brought to your auntie's barbecue. Take it when you leave. Send the like when you leave, okay? Treat it just like that liquor. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Why do black people bring liquor to the party and take it when they leave? Something wrong with it.
It's funny because most of the comments underneath my posts are commending me on being such a great parent. Then you have these 1, 2 weirdos, like these females who have OnlyFans, who are out here being TikTok hoes, who are out here doing it for the gram, that are here posting or commenting on my post like they had some type of say. Honey, you sell your chocha. You could never give me advice as a parent. I'm raising a girl child. Yes, I did what I did out of so much love for my kid, and it broke my.
I'm confused. What does selling chocha have to do with not lopping your daughter's hair off? Okay.
Heart to even do it. But if you think I'm going to be taking advice from a stripper, a prostitute, an OnlyFans showgirl, or an Instagram or TikTok tarantula, you're sadly mistaken. Yeah, I use filters to cover my eyes because I'm very spiritual. The other aspect, I don't need a filter. I'm beautiful in person. Clearly see, I didn't even do my hair to come on this bitch. I didn't even give a fuck because to me, being pretty isn't shit. I'm highly educated and a hard working mother. Like my kids are spoiled beyond being spoiled, more spoiled than me. So at the end of the day, if you're an escort, if you're a stripper, sorry, no, if you're a prostitute, if you're a stripper, an OnlyFans girl, or a TikToking Instagram doing it for show, you could never give me advice on parenting because your parents already screwed up a long time ago. I don't know why you guys are on here acting like I owe you guys some explanation. I could care less about the comments. I could care less about the likes. I could care less about the views. Never did this for comments, likes, or views. I did it because I stood on my word.
She's lying. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You could have lopped her hair off in secret. You did it for likes, clicks, and shares. But the comments was eating you alive, and you ain't like that. So you turned them off. That's what you did. That's what you did. You're not only delusional, but you're also a liar. Because why else post it on the internet? Was it to give advice? I wouldn't take it. It's the worst advice I've ever seen. You said not talking. You said woo, not talking about they mama. She was talking about their mama, honey. She was talking about their mama. This is from Redbone. I'm sorry, Red One. Red One says, "Okay, so you're punishing your child for seeking validation from people on the internet. So what is she doing? Putting it online to get validation for her actions? What's the lesson? Hmm? What's the lesson, ma'am? Not you, Red One. This mama over here. What's the lesson? Because I'd like to know. I want to know the lesson too. I'm as just as curious as you, Red One. This is from Bo Dollar. Bo Dollar said, but consistently making videos excusing her behavior that you displayed publicly. Bam, right in our face too, right? Let's see what she has to say in this video. She just posted this 5 hours ago.
As a parent, for a whole year, I've been telling her I was going to do this. If she didn't stop doing the stuff she was doing, she didn't believe me. I didn't believe myself. I didn't think I'd do it either. But God's grace, yes, ma'am, I stood on my word for once and I made sure I stood on it. I don't care for the likes. I don't care for the comments. I don't care for the TikToks. I didn't do this to embarrass my daughter. If I wanted to embarrass my daughter, I would tell you guys what she actually did. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not here to embarrass my daughter. She is my kid, and that is between me and my kid. I see some weird comments like, oh, she's jealous of her kid. How the hell can you be jealous of someone who's your twin? She's literally identical to me. Eyebrows, ears, nose.
Did you hear what she said? How can you be jealous of someone who's your twin? Here is where the reality is going to set in for her. Ma'am, she is not your twin. You are 2 times her age. You are a senior citizen, and she happens to be a young child. She is jealous of her child. She's jealous of her child's looks, but most importantly, she's jealous of her child's youth by referencing that you're not twins. Did you not see that? You might look alike because she was born from you, but you're not her twin. You're not that girl's twin. And where are you getting the idea from? Because again, for some strange reason, she's jealous of her daughter's youth. That's what it was. It was to embarrass her daughter. This from Amanda. Thank you for the super chat. Says that lady will be crying when her daughter is 34 years old and she can't get her to come home for the holidays, birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Ask me how I know. How do you know, Amanda? How do you know? We all like to know. This from Dame Girl says, I hope she understands that she is about to be fighting for her life in these comments for the rest of her TikTok life. Yes, she is. And people don't forget, TikTok definitely doesn't. This is from DC. DC says, it's the attention that she hates but craves so much. I think she secretly envies the OnlyFans and TikTokers. I think so too. This from King's Galore says the mom got a shady past to associate beauty with sex workers. Did your man leave you for one? Because I'm curious. It's because she was going in on those ex workers. This one Tamira says, mothers in the comments saying I will never be jealous of my child. A hit dog will holler because what are you trying to prove to us? Mothers in the comments. Well, if they don't have a hit, well, look, I can't attest to the people in the comments, right? They haven't posted any videos of them lopping off their children's hair, but we don't know, right? If they say that they'll never be jealous of their daughters, then they won't. And the only way for us to be able to disprove that is to have evidence of it. So there's no evidence of the women in the comments saying, I'll never be jealous of my daughter, because again, there's no evidence to it. So if they say it, we kind of got to believe it, right? Because they haven't proved to us that they are jealous of their daughters.
Nose, mouth, teeth, who's literally my identical twin. After exhausting so many different types of discipline, writing lines, grounding, taking away, doing all of that, it doesn't matter. When I ask her not to go on the apps, she makes a new one and continues her badness and does what she wants to do. I'm not going to sit here and explain to you guys what really happened because I'm not here to embarrass my daughter. I'm here to teach my daughter. I told her if she continued, I was going to do that, record it, and post it. I've been telling her I'm going to do it. I never stood on my word for a whole year, so now I'm standing on my word after exhausting everything else because I refuse to let these apps run my kid. I refuse for my kid not to have an education. No skipping class. I don't care what you're doing. Skipping class to do what? There's so many other things, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about it on TikTok because I don't owe you guys an explanation. Those who know me in person know that that took me a lot to do, and clearly you can tell in the video it took a lot for me to do. Scroll down and watch the rest of my videos. Go holla at my Instagram. You can tell.
So when you turn your comments off, if people made comments before you turned them off, she can see them. We can't see them, but she can. So she can still see those comments.
Me and my kid are besties. But the one thing I will not do is let our good relationship be the reason why my kid fails in life. I refuse to be that fucking parent. I'm not gonna be that parent. So I don't owe you none of you guys an example. You guys are the weirdos for commenting and sharing and doing all this weird shit. I could care less about any of it because the bond me and my kid have, you guys don't know. So I could care less. At the end of the day, I'm a parent and I need to stand on my word, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm not making no more videos for you guys, not even interacting or even replying. I don't owe you guys nothing.
That was her last video. I guess she's done replying to us. Well, here's this. Let me let me just read a couple more of your comments and then we're gonna close this out because honey, I'm already sick of her. This from PSY says she don't got no friends or family to tell her all these videos she's posting ain't it. Where's the voice of reason in her life? Girl, they left. They didn't left her a long time ago. What's up, Tish? Tish says that child is probably looking for love and attention via social media because they're not definitely not getting it from home. Because I don't think if my mother ever lopped off my hair, which she never did, right? The only time my hair ever fell out in the care of my mother is probably getting a relaxer that was that was a super and it should have been a regular. Okay, but you're right, like she's obviously not getting it from home, and she's definitely not going to be getting it anymore with a mother who's just ready and willing with a pair of scissors. Okay, so she's probably less likely to lean onto her mother for anything because of what she did. And that's the whole problem, right? Like you have these people out here using social media as a means to embarrass people and a means for attention. This woman is obviously incredibly jealous of her daughter. She's incredibly jealous of her daughter's beauty. And so she took it upon herself to take a stab at her daughter's looks. And now she's trying to justify it by saying, we're best friends, we're twins. And this took a lot for me to do. You know what would have took a little less effort for you to do? Take her phone and put your foot down and mean it, instead of taking her phone for 10 minutes and giving it back to her. You don't have to disclose to us what she actually did that made you want to lop her hair off. You might as well have told us. You showed us you embarrassing her on the World Wide Web. And that's the problem. So listen, you guys, I see more of this on TikTok, and I need to start bringing it here to YouTube so y'all can see it too. Because in accordance to all the videos we discuss, we have to discuss more videos like this. I see them all the time, right? I keep telling people I'm a TikTok user before I'm a TikTok creator. Because these videos are definitely not it. But that is all that I have for you guys tonight. Thank you for watching the Nose Bystanders Live. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sunday service, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't be ignorant. I know how y'all be. Okay. And I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye-bye.